Good morning, Michael J. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's another MJ and Kate live on, and today we're on location at a new coffee place here in downtown Rockford, Michigan, at Quickwater Coffee Roasters, and we're going to be talking with the owner Stephen Curtis in just a moment. But Kate, tell us about your coffee you have this morning.
Oh my gosh, my favorite coffee. I don't know if you can hear me okay. I moved my mic so you can hear my heavy breathing. Um, but my favorite coffee beverage is a cafe miel, and it's basically like a honey cinnamon latte, and it is delicious. And it's even better with a triple shot. It gives you all the energy you need for probably 3 days. So cheers.
So that'll put you at least an hour, right?
Yes.
So if you're watching live or you're watching later, go ahead and put down in the comments where you're watching from. That way we can keep track of who's with us and who's watching. And I think we have that. We got our Twitch viewer, so we always have that one person who's on Twitch. So go ahead and comment down below if you're watching with us, so that we can enjoy the uh, chat this morning. So, Kate.
Michael J.
We want to introduce Stephen Curtis. He's going to be with us this morning. He's also the owner of the new shop here, the Quickwater Coffee Roasters, and he's going to be uh, interviewing with us in between customers this morning. So right now he has a customer.
He does. So here's something interesting that I just learned, Michael J.
Okay.
So Restream is the platform that we use, right? And
Correct.
so it creates events and it doesn't share the video anymore. It just shares the event when I share it.
Yeah.
So
So to Facebook,
how do
right?
we watch live? If I wanted to watch, because it's
Yeah.
just an event link, how do I actually watch the show?
Yeah, so what you have to do, and I just figured this out myself, is you have to go to where the event page that's created, and you have to
Hmm.
share it, and then share that. And
Yep, I
then
did
once you
that.
share it, then you got to go up to the top and toggle the three little dots and change the privacy to public.
I don't have that, Michael J.
You don't have the three little dots?
Nope. So
Nope.
like if someone is on my page and they wanted to watch the show today, how could they watch it?
Um, they should be able to. We're playing live on.
Because we want you to watch it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do. So, does it say under the name of your page? Does it say if it's public or not? Does it have the little world icon?
Yeah, so it is like I was able to share the link just fine, but it just has the event. It doesn't have the actual video.
Oh, okay.
It just
Okay.
has the screen of like it says happening now. But if I click on it, it is literally just the image you created for the show. It's not the
Okay.
actual show.
So, like mine took a bit. Like it just came on live, quote unquote, live on my Facebook page. So it might be a minute. Maybe a minute before it goes out. Let me see if I navigate over to you. And this is the Landis page, right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's also on my personal page too. But
Oh, okay. The Landis page. Oh, it says live.
yeah, but it says happening now, but click on it. It's not a video. It's literally just your calendar image.
Okay.
Or are you seeing a video?
Well, when I clicked on it, I got a video.
Okay. Well, that's good then. If you're able to see it, then that means
Oh,
people are seeing it.
see, look, there you are.
Okay. Perfect. I don't know. I
You
just
see
don't
what
see
on
it.
your
So
phone?
at least we just want to make sure that our viewers can watch because Restream has new settings. And the only way to test it is to actually be live.
Yeah, it's to be live. So there you go. So there you go. The technical challenges of being there. So at least today, for the very first time in the history of MJ and Kate, we're actually in the same building.
Oh yeah.
Wave high. Wave high.
Michael J, it is look. I think you were looking at yours. Look at my screen. I'm not live.
Yeah. It says insurance at the top.
Yeah, but when I share the event, it's not live. It's just a link. So if he is sharing
Oh,
on
this is the Landis Agency Farm Bureau
right,
is now live.
Yes, but if you go to my page, Kate Dewey Landis. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, I don't think we have
This
you.
is us stalling for time while Stephen is making some delicious coffee.
So let's see here. You're not actually listed, I don't think, as a page.
No, you have to go to my Facebook page, like on a separate tab. Like go open Facebook. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sharing from the Landis Agency page.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, we got to figure that out because otherwise my fans won't be able to watch it.
Yeah. So
This is funny because like
your
I'm like
Landis
looking at
fans.
Michael J, but I can't. I should just be looking at the screen like we're not in the same location.
So okay, well let's talk a little bit about this Quickwater coffee. You're gonna find it in downtown, in town, as Kate and I like to call it, in town, Rockford, Michigan, and it's located over here at 8 Bridge Street, and it's in the same plaza as um, Thought Design, which is in the very corner. And what's the one in the front, Kate?
The Flavors on the Promenade. That
Yeah, yeah.
Flavors on the Promenade or Nade, however you want to say it in your
Want to say
Midwestern
it?
voice. In the Midwest, people probably say promenade
Yeah.
instead of promenade.
So, well, hey, Stephen.
Hey, I'm back.
So we didn't want to be
Or
too much of
here.
a
Either one.
distraction, but this is
I'm not sure.
Stephen Curtis. He's the founder and creator of Quickwater Coffee Roasters. And welcome to the MJ and Kate show, where we've been trying to figure out some technical difficulties here this morning, but we've been able to hopefully snag some of them this morning. So. Tell us a little about why you
Nice.
started the Quickwater Coffee Roasters.
Somewhat of a little bit of a longer story. My background is in coffee. I started working at a coffee place that my sister was working at when I was kind of fell in love with the delicious coffees that she was making me. And so then wanted to do something different. And so I had the opportunity to take it over and had that for a number of years, which got me interested. Just it's really weird that some coffees taste so good and some coffees are not so good. So I'm like, why is that? I don't know. It's weird. I've had some really awesome coffees, and I guess the rest is history. To do the short version of that, but had been out of that, pulled back in. This space was really beautiful, and yeah, just doing something, kind of sure coffees was kind of a passion of mine that's been developing for over the past 20 years.
So here it is, you guys just opened. Here's a picture of you with your temporary license that you got. So
Yep.
you're pretty excited about. And tell us about the space that you're in.
So this the um, restaurant, and I don't think anything has been in here since then. I know that used to be maybe sounds like maybe probably some other things, but kind of the beauty of it is that it's right on the Rogue River, and you can sit out and enjoy the. Live in Michigan, you have grown up around water, either the Great Lakes or various of the thousands and thousands of streams and rivers that being on the river is something that's, I grew up in a little creek, and that seems like probably most people have been around it. And if you're from Michigan, or that's kind of where you want to be.
So, Stephen, we just had a guest ask, do you have Wi Fi and sweet treats?
Yes, we do. Um, yeah, so right now, my sister is baking everything in the house for us. It's also all gluten free at the moment. That's kind of the goal for her. Not that we won't expand that at some point, but yeah, that's where we're at right now.
I love that it's gluten free. There's so many people that can never find anything, so that's amazing.
Mm. Yeah, my wife Melissa is gluten free, so that helps. Uh, that helps. That
So, Kate, what were you able to find the place okay this morning?
I mean, yeah, this is probably like in my favorite little niche, whatever, of downtown Rockford. It's nice now that there is a coffee shop that actually has a view by the river. There is, they're in that little small parking lot. So if you're familiar with Rockford, it'd be faster for you to park in the parking lot behind Chase Bank and then just take a quick walk over. But this early in the morning, unless you're a real go-getter, there's going to be ample parking for you.
And they do have a couple of 15-minute spots out front, so hopefully those will be kind of open periodically, so you'll be able to get in and out. And like Kate said, if you park over where the in the old section where the farmers market used to be, where they set up all the stuff for the carnivals behind the Chase Bank, as she mentioned. It's just so you can basically step out of your car and cross the White Pine Trail to come right into the Quickwater coffee roasters. So um, that's
So,
right
Michael J.,
here.
how did you hear about Quickwater Roasters?
So so I've known Stephen Curtis, the owner, for some time now, and um, he had been in coffee business, like you mentioned earlier. I was trying to put both of us on there, but anyway, so you can't see me, but that's okay. So, um, and he said he was going to start. Earlier this year, we had dinner, and he said he was going to be opening up this coffee place. So we've been excited to see him open up a new place where he can show his passion for coffee. And like he mentioned, they do roast all the beans here and inside the roaster, and the loud noise is the grinder. So they can grind the beans for you, and you could take a bag of coffee home with you um, while you're here as well. So
And I think I heard you earlier talking to Steven. Did you get a bag of the delicious coffee beans?
yeah, I actually was very blessed to have an early trial sample pack or whatever.
Ooh.
So I was able to grind it at home and make individual cups of coffee. So so it's awesome. So
It pays to know people, I guess, huh, Michael J.?
and then I asked about this little heart trick here in the cup, like you see there, and so that does take a little bit of practice, I'm told.
I've always wanted to be able to make one of those. I used to back in the day, I was 18 years old. I was a barista at a place on Mackinac Island in the hotel that I worked at, and I never learned how to do any designs. People were lucky if I knew the number of pumps.
So um, there's a great seating spot up front with plenty of power outlets and Wi-Fi, like you mentioned earlier, Kate. So if you come in with your laptops, you can do a little bit of work from here, drink your favorite coffee, have a gluten-free snack, as Stephen mentioned earlier, and some more pictures of the beans and coffee. And there's um, sort of thing. So, Kate, what's your family doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm actually hosting it. I think I might have mentioned that last week or something, but for the first time Matt and I've been married for 20 years, and I think I hosted Thanksgiving the first year we were married. So for the first time in 20 years, I have drawn the short straw.
Wow. So, and I know you're not a slouch on cooking, so I know that the reason that you haven't had it in 20 years isn't your cooking.
That's funny. That is correct. No, well, no one lives by us, so everyone has to make the trek this way. So it's always just easier for us to drive to the other side of the state.
Yeah. So next week, we'll be talking about preparing for Thanksgiving. So, Kate, were you gonna share our menu with us, or?
Do you think I have my menu planned yet, Michael J? It's
Okay.
not even October or the end of October yet. It's not Halloween.
So that's what next week's show is all about: is getting prepared for Thanksgiving, right? So, so maybe we'll make your menu on the air. We can do that. We'll take suggestions, right? So,
Yeah, I
uh,
did take your advice though earlier, how you mentioned like not waiting till the last minute to get some critical supplies for Thanksgiving. So I did already start like hoarding some pumpkin and you know necessities to make your Thanksgiving dinner. I just don't know what that's going to look like yet.
yeah. So yeah, start just while you're at the grocery store this week. Pick up some aluminum foil, maybe some sage, maybe some like Kate said, pumpkin or cranberries, because all that stuff's going to be out there, and you probably want to make sure that you have your stuff in it. It'll all keep. So you can even throw the cranberries in the freezer. So
You know what I'm really excited for next week, Michael J? You're never going to guess. I'm such a nerd, but take a guess. November 1st. What
uh,
am I looking forward to next week?
November 1st, the great November 1st giveaway.
No. Um it's the first day of Christmas music on the radio.
Oh, jingle, jingle.
Yes. I I'm that person that could listen to Christmas music year round. So
You're around. Okay.
if when Steven gets another second, I have some questions about the beans that he roasts in house.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We're doing a live show, and so for those of you that are just tuning in now, that the show is live, and we're working with uh, the patron. No, we're the patrons, right? What do
Yes, we're the patrons. But there are other patrons here, and so we want Steven to continue to earn a living
yeah,
while we're taking up space in his shop.
taking up time. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit, and there's Kate. Say hi, Kate.
Oh, hi.
Yep, there's Kate.
Hi.
And
That's
so
not trippy at all.
here's a little bit of the looking at the shop. So
There's a beautiful mural on the right over here. I am not a flower person, but they're irises, maybe, I think. They're pretty, anyways. The mural is very pretty. I don't know if you can see that from way over there, Michael J.
no,
Probably not.
but
But the view of the
no.
river from where we're at is
Oh,
gorgeous. All the
we
fall
may have to
colors,
take
which you can't
out
see.
there. Yeah.
But that's the door to the
Yep,
patio.
that's the door
And
to the patio, and the roaster's over here where they roast the coffee. And there's Kate again.
and there's me again. Hi.
My big fat head right there. So let's see what else
So
I have
Michael
here.
J, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
So that's up in the air. Possibility to go to see family away, or maybe just local. So still trying to figure that out exactly. It depends on where all the family's going to be. So if all the family's going to be in one spot, then maybe in one spot. So otherwise, the last few years we haven't really cooked per se. So because it's just the five of us, and so we've just sort of grabbed some stuff local and had them do the fixins for us.
Hmm.
So
Well, if you're in town this year, there's plenty of room at our table.
oh well, thanks.
Yeah, I've never gotten to do this with like anyone. The last time we even had a Friendsgiving was I don't know, like probably 2014 or something. And we had a
Okay.
Friendsgiving at our house, and it was a bunch of people from church. I think it was before you guys even moved to Rockford.
Yeah, because we didn't come till 2017.
Yeah, so it's been a long time, but it was fun. And I
Yeah.
love cooking for people. So,
Yeah. So, what other questions do you have for Steven? Hey, Steven.
hey,
Hey, I'm back.
so Stephen, where
Classic.
do you source your beans from? Or is
Work
that
with a
top secret proprietary information?
yes. Yep. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. So no, I'm just kidding. Um, we work with a couple different. They have the relationships with the farms and the co-ops and that kind of thing. And do all the traveling, so we kind of trust their sourcing practices and ensure that it's good quality. So then we can kind of focus on just making it taste good from our end.
That's excellent. And so how long does it take to roast your beans?
Hold that thought.
Yeah. So Steven's with a client or a customer right now, so that's why he stepped away. So there is a grand opening. Michael J.,
Yes.
what's the date of the grand opening?
We'll have to ask Steven the official grand opening date because we're sort of in soft opening now. But we have kind of
It's
a
live on
list
the
of
chamber page.
there we go. We have a list of some of the things that are on the drinks. You can get the espresso, Americana, cappuccino, latte, maco, vanilla, fall spice, hot chocolate, and pour over coffee.
Oh, and so I thought that this was the grand opening. The grand opening of Quickwater Coffee Roasters is Saturday, November 5th at 10 a.m. So you even get to sleep in.
You sleep. So you don't even have to have your coffee right away. You could wait until 10 a.m. to get your coffee.
Yes, and you can find um, more information about Quickwater Coffee Roasters at their Facebook page, which is there. There we go. Quickwater Coffee. There's lots of information about upcoming things. Primarily, you don't want to miss the grand opening. And there's lots of pictures of Steven getting ready to open the shop too.
And we showed a couple of those earlier. The photos of him getting stuff ready to go.
So the other cool thing about this location is it's right next door to Epilogue Books. So you can buy a good read, come next door, get your coffee, and sit out by the river and read your book and drink your coffee. Michael J., I know you're an audiobook reader. Have you finished your recent audiobook? Are you on to a new one?
I went back to get the one that I was reading, which was Fanatical Prospecting, and I actually got I listened to it, and so now I actually got a hard copy of the book, and I'm going to go back through the hard copy along with the audio again.
And highlight the heck out of it?
Yeah, highlight the heck out of it. So that's
Oh.
probably what I'll be doing with the most recent one, the recent one that I have. So, and then I think I told you I finished up the Boss Lady was the other one that I finished up, and then I also finished. Here's the last one that I did. So I only had like 30 minutes of it, and it was. Let's see. Oh, it was called Trauma: The Invisible Epidemic.
Oh, I think you were telling me about this book.
Yeah, and it was the forwards by Lady Gaga, which I thought was very interesting. But she was pretty, forthcoming with her mental health and about some of the things that she had gone through, so I thought that was pretty good.
So Michael J., we are both family people, right? We love our families. What exciting news do you have to share without sharing your daughter's private personal name and stuff? But what really cool thing happened in your family?
So Camberly Williams, she was
Social security
social
number?
security number, social security number 978-246-39274. Um, I just made that up, so hopefully
Yeah,
that's
and someone's gonna try and put that in somewhere. I love it.
it's not gonna do anything. But she made regional honors choir for the region, and participated in with an ensemble group, and then she is going to go on to state, and so she'll be able to perform along with other kids throughout the entire state of Michigan. So for those of us that are going to have to take her to practice, it's on the other side of the state. So
For those
so
of you who may be listening from outside of the state of Michigan, Michigan is a very large state. So
yeah,
this isn't just like an hour drive away.
it's like 2.5 at least.
Yes.
And you got to spend the whole day over there because there's nothing else to do. But I did figure out that the one is close enough to Frankenmuth that you could either go to Bronner's Christmas Village and spend a good amount of time there, or
Hmm.
drive up to Frankenmuth and maybe get some Dutch chicken dinner or whatever.
German chicken
German
dinner.
chicken dinner,
German.
that's what it is. Yeah,
Oh, or
yeah.
Michael J. If you want to be a really cool dad, you take Kason and Kaylin and you go to Zender's water park while Kimberly's at her practice.
Yeah, I'm sure she would love that, right?
I mean, it's only fair. Like, dad gets
Yeah,
to
yeah,
spoil the twins when she's
yeah,
off being a choir
yeah.
performer.
And then she'll be back a little bit south of there, which is closer to IKEA in Detroit. So since there's only one IKEA in the entire state of Michigan, it's within driving's distance. So you could spend a good, couple hours there
Yes, you
or
can.
for to do the thing. So plus the kids like the chocolate cake.
Oh, I've never had Bronner's chocolate cake.
Oh, not Bronner's. I'm talking about IKEA.
Or IKEA, that's what I meant. I've never had
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So
Interesting.
Tuesday used to be kids eat free, and so when the kids were little, I could go and get a plate of meatballs for myself, chocolate cake, and then the kids would each get one of the kids' meals along with the beverage, and the total on my check was like $5.75.
I love that. Gone are the days of kids' meals, though. I don't know about your kids, but Isaac's stopped eating a kid's meal when he was like 7. He was like, I'm
Yeah,
still hungry. I'm
yeah,
hungry.
yeah. So I think there's only one place I've ever been that has like a medium menu, like a what do you call it, junior?
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those steak places has one of those junior things, so we can do that. So, well, Kate, it's 9:28, and we've been here camped out at the new Quick Water Coffee Roasters here in town, Rockford, or downtown Rockford, located here on 8 Bridge Street, and we're about to end up with our time for today. So, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being in like the same space.
Yeah. It's nice to kind of be, live together. I mean,
Yeah,
we are
even
really
even
live
though
together,
separately,
right?
we're live together separately.
Yeah.
So, Stephen would love to have you come down. Don't forget that they're going to have a grand opening coming up on November the 5th, and it's going to be at 10 a.m. and be right here in this location at 8 Bridgewater Street. And Kate, any final partying thoughts? Partying thoughts?
Just be here next week. I almost said 5 a.m. That would be a complete inaccurate statement. Don't
Yeah,
be here at 5 a.m. But we'll
you
see
can
you
put the
live next
tent
week.
out front. Yeah, in the tent.
Yeah.
Let's not. Maybe we should we'll do Facebook Live with the tent out front and do a little marketing stunt, right? We'll be like, we're in
Yes.
line, we're in line, waiting for the coffee,
We're in line waiting
so
for
we
the
can
grand
warm up.
opening of
We
Quickwater
can we
Coffee.
can wake up. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. So come in and say hi to Stephen and the crew, and yeah, so next week we'll be live again, 9 a.m. here on Facebook, YouTube. Twitch and LinkedIn. And we'll be talking about getting ready for Thanksgiving. So be thinking about your plans, and if you have questions about what's gonna be going on, we'll have the link up a little early this week, so you can type in your questions and think what's going on. So till next time.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Amy. Hey, Amy. So, yep.
All right. Well, have a great week, everybody.
Take care.